Hello and welcome to Tea Time on Plus TV Africa, where we'll bring you the biggest stories and, of course, bring you interesting personalities as well. My name is SocialGood, and I'm here with Ewa Ritu and Ifeoluwa Oshonkeye.
What up?
How you doing?
Great.
Okay.
I'm excited.
I hope you're taking care of him as usual.
I'm trying.
All right.
Babe, am I taking care of you?
Obviously, look at me, man. Look at our
You're
ratings.
glowing.
Looking like, yeah, hopefully, of course.
Okay. Moving on, we have better couples. And that is Davido and Chioma.
Leave it.
They're getting
No
married, right?
No competition. You understand?
Right, baby.
Well, we're running our race, babe.
Yeah, right.
It just goes to show that I agree that you cannot be the
But getting there.
But it's all right.
We're running our race.
But congratulations.
There's no pressure.
Yeah, Chioma and Davido. The introduction happened, I think, yesterday. At least that was when he posted the picture on his page. And we already have chief wedding planners, like Kubana. He's already telling you to have your be ready. And then we have hashtags. And we have the hashtag. What's the hashtag again?
Davido 2020.
Davido. I mean, those are some of the very important steps to getting married now in this 21st century.
Hashtag is very important.
So,
Event planner is very important.
And the Ashwebi will soon be coming out. So I think I'm super happy for them.
Yeah, I'm so excited for them.
Okay, so I don't know if I'm the only one who saw the introduction. You said,
You will see now. If it's whiskey, he will not see anything.
No, I would definitely see when it comes. You know, I'm never biased when it comes to Davido or Wizkid because I always respect the both of them for their craft. And I know Davido is a very hard-working man, but the fact that I prefer Wizkid as my favorite artist doesn't mean I do not respect or understand the Davido. Do you understand? So Davido will always have a place in my heart. But back to the subject matter.
What did you see?
Now, I don't know if I'm the only one that saw the introduction picture, but
just
Davido did not have Chioma in that picture.
Okay.
Because
Can I be
maybe maybe you can tell me.
Don't spill.
I'm not going to spill it. I'll wait for Davido to spill
it himself.
But
Okay, so there's this conspiracy theory that Chioma is actually pregnant. Is that what you're about to spill?
Not just that.
not just that.
And she's heavily pregnant.
She's pregnant and heavily pregnant.
No,
pregnant
there's a difference between being pregnant and being heavily pregnant.
It doesn't matter. I mean, people get married.
People get married. Pictures.
Pictures and
This is my husband's picture, and they sit down.
Okay, that happened. My brother who is currently in the UK and based in the UK. My dad wasn't around during his wedding, and they did a proper wedding in absentia.
Your dad or the groom?
They were in London. They were not even in Nigeria. They just put their banners up, did a Skype call.
Why are you?
So I understand where you're coming from.
Pictures.
But wait. Introduction. Come on, Errol. You know our love as it's growing daily, right? If I have to introduce you, would you not like to be there during your introduction?
Well, if
It depends on the
circumstances.
circumstances.
On the circumstances. So
I'm
are you
sure
guys...
because you love me, you won't mind.
And because you know where I am,
Exactly.
and you have access to where she is.
And because I know your stomach is protruding and I don't want the news
Whatever
to carry
it
it.
It's congratulations from the Tea Time crew. We'll definitely keep an eye on that wedding and the Ashwebis, and we know the hashtag already.
Online.
So the funny thing is, people are already poaching on the hashtag. You can see people promoting so many. So once you just click, like the hashtag is trending on Instagram already.
This wedding had better be free for all, because if not, it has to be a concert wedding.
Well, it has to be. At least we are sure the traditional will have to be in Owerri. So if you're ready, just start gathering your.
But that's going to be sick if it's going to be in Owerri, because High Priest Kubana is going to make sure that it's.
He's already saying he's going to spray money with helicopter on that day.
Are you serious? I didn't even know that, but I just knew High Priest Kubana was going to go extra mile.
He's the event planner now.
I know, but at the end of the day, I'm just.
Some type of
At the end of the day, I think we need to start understanding that celebrities are humans just like us, and at the end of the day, they're going to get married to whoever they choose to. So Davido has 2 other baby mamas doesn't mean that it's necessarily going to, which is why we're going to be advocating for the girl child. And when you are speaking to your daughters, let them know that whenever you are giving it up, it is not guaranteed that this person is going to marry you. So if you think you can hold a man down in 2019 with pregnancy or having a child for him, you're totally wrong, because Davido has just proven to you all that he's going to marry someone else apart from his other baby mamas. So advocating for the girl child, when you're giving up,
from 0 to 100,
when you're
I'm not
giving it
following
up,
right now.
just know who you're giving it up to.
Okay.
And know the plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Even if you know the plan, it's not sure if
Do you understand?
men are what?
That's why
Come.
you're wise. You know
Moving
I don't
on.
really have to marry you.
It's
right?
time to move on, Ife and Ewa. And Hart says Kevin Hart is going to be fine. A source connected to Kevin Hart tells TMZ that doctors completed successful back surgery on Kevin on Sunday evening. Another source says the comedian is expected to remain in the hospital for at least a couple of days while he recovers. Yeah, I think that's good news. I mean, we mentioned it yesterday too, that their system gives us hope. And it's a situation that if you have it here, you might feel, please, are you going to work again? And all those things. But we're actually very optimistic that he'll be fine. And good thing is the news is saying he will be fine. So that gave me a great deal of joy this morning.
Yeah, I'm just happy for him that at least there's assurance that he's going to be back on his feet. And the accident was really serious.
Yeah, it was.
I'm glad that what? Like, why are you even laughing?
Go ahead.
I'm so glad that he's going to walk out of this alive. Because if it was in Nigeria, we would have been doing a GoFundMe for Kevin Hart. But right here, this is someone who's taking care of himself.
But we didn't do for what's her name?
Sean George.
Sean John. Yeah, Sean George.
Yeah, Sean George. That's, you know, I brought it up here that sometimes your good deed precedes you. So if you're a good person, obviously people will look after you, whether or not you ask for help. That's just something that is standard. So being good is good. So back to Kevin Hart. I'm glad that he's going to work. Obviously, Kevin Hart cannot die. Come on, who's going to entertain us? Who's going to... And then who am I going to be taller than? Please.
Goodness. Okay, so we have a guest in the house, but you'll find out who this guest is right after this short break. We'll be right back.
It's the hottest entertainment stories coming up right here, right now. This is Tea Time.
Thank you for the tea.
Between yourself and MI, who's the best rapper?
I'm the best rapper. MI is maybe second after Magneto.
Nice.
Daddy's going to fry my brains if he saw this.
Give me your account number, make a transfer.
You get the money?
Yeah.
4 million. I started getting scared when Yoruba boys started saying, you know, we worry people.
One thing is certain. If you are good, my dear, you are good.
My kind of person, I'm not ready to cry over any man.
You know, you look like Jarul, no?
A lot of people say that.
Yeah, just the looks, that's all. Not the account.
Wow.
Welcome back. This is Tea Time, and of course, like I said before we went on that quick break, we have a studio guest. Our guest is popularly known as the guy behind the scene. He is a new media specialist, business development specialist, girl child education advocate, visionary member of the Global Citizen Foundation, One Young World Ambassador, and a member of the Lagos Hub Global Shapers Community of the World Economic Forum. He was appointed a Global Youth Ambassador for Education by A World at School, headed by wife of former UK Prime Minister, Mrs. Sarah Brown. He's a graduate of History and International Studies from the Lagos State University with certificates in Investigative Journalism in the New Media Age from the University of Austin, Texas, and U.S. Public Policy from Harvard Kennedy School. With over 9 years in the new media and communication space, let's make welcome the co-founder of SocialGood Lagos, Oluwatobi Emmanuel Aigbogun.
Good morning, everybody.
Hi.
Thank you very much. It's good to be here.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah. And I must say, I'm very impressed by your resume and things you've done. But being a youth ambassador or global youth ambassador, as you were appointed by the wife of the ex-prime minister, what steps have you taken? What have you done differently since your appointment?
Okay, first of all, it's a great opportunity to be here. And as a youth ambassador, I'm so passionate about quality education. And over the past few years, while I was appointed the Global Youth Ambassador for Education, I've worked with organizations trying to make sure we provide quality education, we pay for fees for people who are intelligent but cannot provide fees. And also we try to create policies for government to make sure that they take education serious. Because we've come to realize that education is key. And if you want to have an effective economy, you have to make sure you invest in education. Because the people you produce will actually have a very impact on your economy. So what we do is try to speak to government, we try to bring up policies, we try to advocate for quality education, because education is one thing, but quality education is another thing. So one thing we try to do is to make sure we try to speak to government, stakeholders, relevant stakeholders, to make sure that they make quality education a priority, because it's very, very important. So over the past 2 years after I was appointed, we tried to carry out campaign, go to schools, provide school materials for people who can provide school materials. And I've worked with a lot of organizations in the educational space in Nigeria.
All right, so I'm glad you brought up, sorry ladies. I'm glad you brought up all of this, but if you had the chance to be the president of Nigeria for just 1 year, what would you do differently? What sectors are you actually going to focus on and actually make a change?
The first one is entrepreneurship, because we've come to realize the Nigerian youth are very innovative, and the better we start investing in entrepreneurship in Nigeria, the better for our economy. And also the second one is quality education. Education is key. If you want to raise a successful nation, you have to invest in your education system. And I think that's one thing we're really lacking in Nigeria, with all sense of honesty, because I've come to realize that the budget placed for education is actually not enough to even take care of education for a state.
True.
So earlier we tried to invest in quality education. So when I become president, hopefully one day.
Oh, okay, so you have a political...
Okay,
no, definitely, because...
Before we talk about your political ambition, let's go on a very quick break and we'll be right back.
All right.
It's the hottest entertainment stories coming up right here, right now. This is Tea Time.
Thank you for the tea.
Between yourself and MI, who's the best rapper?
I'm the best rapper. MI is maybe second after Magneto.
Nice!
That is going to fry my brains if you saw this.
Give me your account number, make a transfer.
You get the money?
Yeah.
4 million. I started getting scared when Yoruba boys started saying, you know, we worry people.
One thing is certain. If you are good, my dear, you are good.
My kind of person, I'm not ready to cry over any man.
You know, you look like Jarul, no?
A lot of people say that.
Yeah, just the looks, that's all. Not the account. Just...
Wow.
Welcome back. Before we went on that quick break, our guest was telling us about his political ambitions. So,
talking about political ambition, it's not everybody that needs to be in politics. You can be influencing politics from the outside view.
but you sounded like you were going to be in politics.
Like you really
He's
want
known
to
as the
be.
guy behind
Exactly.
I
prefer playing my cards from
you
behind.
said if,
But
you said
if
when.
when
I
Yeah, you said hopefully one day.
Exactly.
You said
So
hopefully one
there are
day.
two things
you
you
want to
can.
be a godfather.
Not really the godfather, but an influencer.
Jagaban.
Because it's wanted to
So
be.
you don't want to be the president of Nigeria?
No. I've
It's
never
not
thought
your
about
plan.
You're
it.
cool with the guy behind the scene.
Exactly.
Okay, so talking about the guy behind the scene, why are you behind the scene when you can actually be a game changer?
Okay, funny enough, you can be a game changer from behind the scene.
Thank you. I felt like asking you.
What is thank you? Are you behind the scene? Are you not in front of the camera?
I'm behind the scene most
So
of the
I can be a
time.
game changer from
You
behind
know,
the scene.
I'm behind the scene most of the time.
Controlling things from behind the scene and making sure that the foot soldiers are actually doing what I want them to do. And
Okay,
for
let's
the
talk
past
about
9 years, that's been going on well.
Social
Good Lagos.
Lagos.
Yeah.
What is that project about? And
Okay,
how did it
Social
come
Good
about?
Lagos is a United Nations-backed social enterprise where we use new media and technology to address and achieve the Sustainable Development Goals. We have 17 development goals. And in 2013, my co-founder and I, back then while we were in uni, we joined the United Nations Foundation plus Social Good Community. Then we're trying to achieve the MDGs. So what we're doing, we're using our social media and technology to let people know about the MDGs and the role they had to play to make sure these MDGs are achieved. So when the MDGs were achieved, we now moved from the MDG to the SDGs. And we felt, okay, now we have 17 goals. What can we do to make sure these SDGs are achieved come 2030. And we wrote to the United Nations that, okay,
come 2030.
Yeah, come 2030.
I like the fact you're thinking about the future.
Yeah, because these goals are 17, and now we have 11 more years to achieve these goals. So we felt we can't just be complaining about, oh, things are not working. What can we do to be part of the people who will make things happen? So we decided to start off SocialGood Lagos, where I'm passionate about new media. My co-founder is good in technology. So, okay, let's bring it at two expertise.
Who's your co-founder?
Abraham Ologundudu.
Okay.
And Pelumi Obesi. So we have 3 co-founders, actually.
Okay.
Because we are focused on education, new media, and technology. So we brought in 3 key people who are good in that space. So basically what we do is to use new media and technology and also carry out events and initiatives to actually push these agendas. There's 17 goals, for God's sake. And we can't leave everything for the government to achieve.
And it can be done in one
And it
day.
can be done in 1 year, it can be done in 2, 3, 5 years.
I was even saying 1 day.
So we so we thought now we can't keep complaining that things are not working. What can we do to actually support the government in making sure that these goals are achieved come 2030? Because based on statistics, it will take Africa up to 2070 to achieve these goals that we are trying to achieve come 2030. So the earlier we start making efforts, the better at least. Even though we can't achieve the 17, let's try to achieve 15 or 13. So that was why we came together to start up SocialGood Lagos.
Okay. Ewa, do you have a question?
Yeah. I'm going to take us back to quality education.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I want to know, is it because of your background that's why you're so interested in quality education and advocating for it?
Funny enough, my background, I had a good quality education.
Okay.
And
you wish it was better?
Yeah, I wish it was better, definitely. And I felt, okay, quality education is key. And it's also part of the Sustainable Development Goals. So I'm passionate about the education basically because of what I've seen. And I've gone to schools and the quality is nothing to talk about. So quality education is something that's so passionate, not because I didn't have a good quality background, but because I wanted it to be better. So that was the reason why I'm so passionate about quality education.
You know,
what does quality education mean to you? Because I think we can all
that's the key word.
Okay, quality education
what does it mean
is in
to
different
you?
aspects. Providing conducive classroom, providing quality teachers, and providing a good learning environment. So it's one thing to have a quality classroom, it's another to have quality teachers. Or rather, to have a conducive environment, it's one to have quality teachers. There's some schools who have quality teachers, but they don't have a conducive environment. So quality education has to do with having a conducive environment, quality teachers, and good policies.
So where is the place for the curriculum and the method of teaching?
Which is what quality teachers, because they prepare the curriculum. So if they have a better understanding, we have a Nigeria Teachers College. And to me, if I had the opportunity to influence the education system in Nigeria, I'll make sure for you to be a teacher, you go through that process. Because you need to understand what teaching is all about before you can call yourself a teacher. It's not having just because there's no job in Nigeria instead to fall back into teaching because you want to start making money. No, you have to understand that your curriculum, because funny enough in Nigeria, we still use curriculums of 10, 15 years ago. And
some
things have
people
changed.
go into teaching because the teacher's reward is in heaven.
some people actually go into it because there's no job and they actually can get a job from there. So if we can actually have quality teachers who understand that it takes a good curriculum to actually have a great student. And because in Nigeria, we need to revisit our curriculums because currently the textbook I used many years ago is still being used in some schools.
True.
And definitely things have changed. For example, in China, they teach in secondary school how to make phones, about technology. But in Nigeria, we don't do that. So why the world is moving...
Yeah, which is why I'm more concerned about the curriculum than even the teachers.
Yeah, because why the world is moving forward, we're taking 2 steps backwards.
All right, so sorry, you go first.
Okay, so I wanted to ask, since you've been advocating for quality education, has anything changed?
In Nigeria, no. Now, me advocating for quality education is actually far beyond Nigeria. Because the World at School is a global organization. And last year in February, one of the organizations I work for was able to raise $15 million in collaboration with the Rihanna Foundation to provide quality education for schools in Sudan and Zambia. So if we can get more hands to actually advocate for funding, it will actually go a long way, because definitely we have 100 and something countries. And we need a lot of organizations to invest in it, not only governments, to invest in quality education. So in Nigeria, no. But in other countries so far, there's been tremendous progress.
Okay, before you ask your question, just one more question, sorry. So are you saying that the reason why nothing has changed in Nigeria is because of
funding and having the right people in place that will implement policies? Because it's one thing to have a minister of education, it's another thing for him to understand what that ministry is all about. Appointment in Nigeria basically sometimes is a political appointment. But we need to understand that we need to put in the right people and the right caliber of people that can actually man that ministry, that can bring about the desired change that we want in Nigeria.
Are you sure you don't? All right, so basically, there's this perception that social media, technology, the new age media is the problem of the youths in Nigeria. Because a lot of people spend a lot of time on their phones, going on Instagram, going on Facebook, going on other social media platforms, and then a lot of time is being wasted. But you are using this platform for a social good cause. No pun intended, I know this is social good, but for a social good cause, right?
Yeah.
But people have this idea like, oh, get off social media if you want to be creative. Get off social media if you want to do better. Get off social media if you want to be more productive. Now, what's your take on that? And how would you advise the youth on how to use social media, technology, the new age, and all of that?
Okay, I think the important thing is priority. We have people use social media for social good. We have funny Instagram comedians who use social media to pass the message across. So I think it's about what do you want to use it for? And the priority, why are you using it? A lot of people, they use it to while away time. A lot of people, they use it to pass message across. A lot of people, they use it to make money. So you're on social media, what are you on social media for? What are you using it for? We have Maraji, we have Lasisi Ellen who are using it to pass different messages across. So I think it's about your own personal priority. What do you want to use it for? And because there are people who use it for the detriment of others and also to
cloud chasing.
Exactly. So I think it's about your own personal belief. Why am I on social media? Why am I on Facebook? Why am I on Twitter? Why am I on Instagram? So I think it's about your own priority. Exactly, on LinkedIn. Because even I sleep, like people say I sleep on LinkedIn. And I sleep on Instagram because I believe it's a powerful tool. And the better you realize that you're actually not just posting a picture, but you're passing a message. Because I spend time on Instagram not because I want to look at pictures, but because I know I have a lot of people who follow me, and I believe this is the platform for me to let them know what I'm doing and what they can actually do to make sure that we achieve these SDGs. So I think it's about your own personal belief and why are you using this platform. So I think that's just
So
it.
generally, let's speak about social good Lagos and when it's coming up, what it's about, what people should expect, why people should participate, your moderators, the people involved, and all of that. I think this is your time to sell your markets.
Okay, the Social Good Summit is the 3rd edition. The last 2 editions, we did just a day conversation. It was just for a day. And after our last summit, we advised that yes, it's an amazing platform for relevant stakeholders, government officials, members of the diplomatic corps, where they all come together to look for ways we can achieve these goals. And we said, okay, now, a day is not enough to talk about 17 goals. So let's make it a 3-day event. So this year's summit starts from the 5th to the 7th of September, where we have over 45 speakers coming to share ideas, coming to present.
Can you give us some key names?
Okay, the Deputy British High Commissioner, Hart Thompson, will be in attendance. Wibe Boa, the CEO of All On, is an energy company, will be in attendance. We have Bankole Olonrutoba, the CEO of Nigeria Climate Innovation Center. We have, one of the Plus TV presenter, Irene Ubani. She's also she's a moderator at the event. We have members of the diplomatic corps coming in from Abuja, from different part of the country. We have speakers from Abuja as well, because we believe bringing these people together is one thing, but making sure that we have a relevant conversation as regards this summit is important. So we're not just bringing people to come and talk and go. No, this year's theme is collaborating for impact. What can you do? What can I do? What can we do together to make sure that we achieve these goals come 2030? Because one of the goals is goal 17, which we are keen on in Social Good, is partnership. We cannot do it alone. We need relevant stakeholders, social entrepreneurs who are so passionate about this, and government officials, corporate organizations who are so passionate about these goals. Let's come together. Let's think together. and look
so
for ways
this
they can achieve these
from
goals.
the 5th to the 7th,
Yeah, from the 5th
right,
to the 7th of this month. Yes.
All right, where is it happening?
It's happening at the Fort Center, carry us up in Lekki Phase 1,
All
Lagos.
right, that's how much we can take on this episode. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much.
You can join this conversation or send your questions regards this event or any other thing we've discussed using the hashtag #TeaTime or Twitter Plus TV Africa. My thank you as always go to my co-anchors Ifeoluwa Oshonkeye and Ewa Ritu and the entire production team, and of course our studio guest Oluwatobi Emmanuel Aibogun. Thank you for being here. My name is Elsie Godwin saying thank you for watching and see you later.